Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Okay, looks like we're doing good. Okay, we're definitely recording. Okay, so today is Thursday, February the 5th, 2026. This is class number 6 for spring semester of CAD for construction. And good to have you guys all here. And what we're going to do right now is we left off last time working with this right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to go ahead and go over here and we're going to go to level 1. So you're going to click on level 1, and when we go to level 1, we should go to level 1. So open up level 1. Level 1 looks like this. Let's go back to level 1. When you go to level 1, it should look like this. All right. Let me check your screens, make sure you're all there. When you go to level 1. Okay. Quinn, you there?
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay, very good. Okay, so all right. All right. So what we have going on right here is you take a look at this right now. What we had done last week is we had placed and here I'm going to show you something interesting here. As we're working with this right now, and as you're taking a look at it, if I click on one of these walls, this wall is no longer a CAD wall that's just visible. Over here it says exterior wall 5 inches. And if I click on one of these interior walls, it says interior wall 5 inches, so I have those. The other thing I did is I placed these doors. We placed these doors, and they're 36 by 80. We saw that we could do all that, and so we went ahead and took care of all those things last week. Make sure we're all sitting here. Okay, very good. Okay, now what we're going to do now is, now that we've done that, is I want to talk a little bit about a few more details now, and that is there is one more thing here, and that is we want to actually put in the windows. Now, if I go here and take a look at the windows, this says 4 feet right here. So there's a 4-foot window that goes right there, and there's a 4-foot window that goes here, and a 5-foot window that goes there. So I got some 5-foot windows and some 4-foot windows. So I have 2 on this side. So let's start with this one. Let's zoom over here. Now, the way I have this set up right now is we cannot see we cannot actually see the information underneath. So let me try something real quickly here. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see if I can't. Let's see here. Graphics view. I can't. Let me see if I can do this real quickly and see if this will work. No, that didn't work. That one didn't work. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, but what you can do is if you click on it right here like this, you can actually see that green. Go ahead and do this. Click on this wall and then take a look. You should be able to see the green. Can you guys see the green? Okay, the green windows underneath there. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're not going to worry about placement right now. That's something we'll get to later. But for right now, this is what we're going to do. That's a 4-foot window. So we're going to go up here and go to window. And we've got this 60 by 36 slider window. That's a 5-foot window. So if I click this drop down here, I want to find the 48 by 36 inch slider window. Do you guys see that in the properties there?
I actually don't have the properties.
Okay, if you don't have your properties, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go right here to view. And when you click on view, okay, this is just for those that don't have the properties. If you have your properties, you don't have to do this. So click on view, and then you want to go over here to user interface, okay? And then you want to put a check mark in properties. Follow me?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now back to here. So we're on the architecture tab, we're in Windows, and we're choosing 48 by 36 slider window. And then what you do is just bring it right here and just kind of center it between those 2 dimensions. Just click it right like there, like that. You'll drop it in there like that. And then there's another one over here. We're just going to pan over here. And there's one here. There's one right here. So go ahead and drop one right here, like that. So go ahead and drop it there. Now this is a 5-foot, so it doesn't go there. And then we want to go over here. We have a couple 4-footers on this side. So go ahead and do this right here. Drop that. And then we're going to go ahead and drop this one right here. And what happens is then press your escape key a couple times. So Revit, really, really, really good at finding walls to go ahead and place these. Now, once you've done that, go ahead and up here, remember that we have this up here. This is your default 3D view. And the default 3D view is your little Monopoly house. If you click this, you got your default 3D view in your camera. Click on Default 3D View like that, and it's going to do this, and you can see your windows now. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's all do that. Let's take a look at it, verify we got our windows showing up. Okay. Anyone having issues with your windows at all? Looks like you guys will have them. You are right here? Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Okay, so all right, so what you're doing right here is you're going over here and you're going to architecture, you're going to window, and you're changing this from 60 to 36 to 48 by 36. And then when you put your cursor right here, it'll show up just like this. See this? Is that making sense? Yep. All right, so you drop it right there. And I'm going to thin your lines out here just because it's a lot easier to see that way. And then it's going to zoom over here and do the same thing again. And over here. Look at that. All right, and then over here, we'll go ahead and this side right here, and then I'll give you control back, but you can go ahead and just drop them in there, okay? So you want to go ahead and place this in there. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're learning that Revit is going to let you go ahead and populate doors and windows into the walls. Walls are known as what is referred to as a host element. And then the other thing we have are actually hosted elements. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull some up here real quickly. We'll get to this in a second here. Show you a little bit more of this as we get into it. And yeah, all right, seriously, okay, all right, so let me go ahead and do this. Okay. All right, and all right. Okay, so take a look at this right now. What we just did is we basically dropped them in there. Just kind of want to talk about one thing about how Revit deals with stuff. And that is, take a look at my screen here. As you're working with this right now, Revit actually has this situation where what it allows you to do is there's this relationship that we have between the different elements in Revit. And what we have over here is you have Revit terms. We talked about this. And one of the terms that we have here is called host and then hosted. So when you have a wall, the wall is actually in place and it actually hosts the windows and the doors. So walls do that. So you have a host and hosted relationship. That's just something you want to be aware of. And we will be looking at this. But as you're working with it, Revit is always looking for that relationship, the host and the hosted relationship. Okay, so we've got all the 4-foot windows in. Now we're going to put the 5-foot windows in. So back to level 1. Now to put these in, we do the same thing. We go to level 1, we go to window, and we want to change the window here to 60 by 36 slider window. So 60 by 36 is here, and you guys kind of can guess the routine here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop these in place just like that. So I got my 5-footers here and here, and I got another one over here. So we have those. And then once we have that, I think that's all the doors and all the windows. Take a look at it again in 3D, and you should be seeing your front. Yeah, you should have your front door like this with a couple windows. Now let's take a look and verify that you guys all have that, like mine, and then we'll take it from there. Yes, looking good, looking good. Okay. Good. And then take a look at it in 3D once you get those in there so I can verify that we are all in the same place. Tony, you got that? Tony, you got that all set? All right, thought you did. Okay, looking good, everybody. So now what we've learned is we can actually go ahead and create these different elements right here, and Revit is going to go ahead and give us some really good head start techniques. Now, We're looking good. However, what we need now is a floor. Let's go back to level one. So go back to level one, we're going to put in a floor. So go to level one. Now to put in a floor, we've done this a couple times. We're going to put in a wood floor here, and we're going to actually make it go from the outside. We want it to go to the outside wall, okay, all the way around. So it doesn't just go to the inside. You want it to press out to the outside like it's on a slab. So to do this, you got your floor right here. So let's go click on floor. And when you click on floor, you're going to see it's got this floor generic 12-inch right there, which is not bad. We're going to click the little triangle to the right. When you go here, we have this right here that is wood joist 12 inches, wood finish. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? Okay, and we'll click on that then. Okay, so then over here, you'll notice that what Revit is doing, once you have some walls in your project, Revit says, hey, would you like to use these walls? And our answer is, oh, yes, we would. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to touch the outside wall just like this, touch the outside wall. Notice that the cursor, yeah. I'm sorry?
I don't see that form.
Okay,
10
okay, it's the, did I say 12?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 10, I'm sorry, yeah. It's, yeah, so once you see 10, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna click here. And as you do this, you're gonna be seeing a purple line is gonna show up. And the purple line is going to be basically telling you that you have just placed the edge of a floor. And you're just going to go around, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. And when you're all done, you're going to go ahead and hit the green check mark. So you go ahead and place those in there like that. Click the green check mark, and it's going to show you some wood. Then look at it in 3D, and then we're just going to flip it like this a little bit to see what that looks like. And if you click your mouse off the element, you're going to see something that looks like this. So now you're getting more and more realism in this whole thing. Okay, looks good. And when you get done, take a look at it in 3D so I can verify you got that. Looks good, everyone? Looks good? Hit the green check mark. You have to hit the green check mark or Revit doesn't know you're done. Okay, let's see. Okay, lines must be okay, so it doesn't like something you did there. All right, so I'm just going to take over here, so I'm going to hit continue. All right, see if I can't do that. All right, okay, so whenever you get an error like this, Alan, what you do is you hit continue because it doesn't like something you did here. So we'll go back to level one. And when you go here, okay, yeah, that's the problem here. You have something going on here with your walls that it doesn't like. So therefore, you got to make consistency there. So we'll just fix that real quickly here. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the floor. And yes, we'll do that. We're going to fix this wall first because that's a problem. And so we'll just go ahead and we will just delete that. And so we'll do this. And you had a little extra thing there, so I think that's all it was. Also, you see how thick your walls are there, Alan? If they're really thick like that, you have this tool here. It's called Thin Lines. Everyone take a look at the top here. You have a little tool called Thin Lines. And if you hover your cursor and click on them, you can actually thin your lines out. It's just a lot easier in some situations to do that. So then once we have this, let's see if we can't do that now. So yeah, I'm going to do one thing here because this actually should be pulled up to here. All right, we'll do that. Okay, now, all right, and we'll try that again. Okay, so I'm going to hop out here. I'll just watch it right now, and I'll just view it. Okay, so go ahead now. Go to your floor there, Alan. Let's try that again. And you want to change your floor type to your wood joist, wood finish, and then just hover your cursor on the outside wall and click, yep, and you should be good to go. And notice what we're not doing is we're not creating an opening for the doors. The doors create their own opening. Perfect. Then hit your 3D view there, Alan. All right, then just click outside of the building to release that because right now the floor is highlighted. There you go. There's your wood finish. All right, looks good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys are doing great. So that is how you're able to go ahead and do this. Any other questions before we move on here? Okay, so looks like, okay. If you're done, could you all please just go ahead and leave your drawing like this so I know? Because just so that, because I'm just trying to get us all in the same place so that I don't kind of leave people behind. So if you could all do that, that would be awesome. If you're not, if you need assistance, let me know. But I'm not sure if I'm looking at a at a screen that happened a minute ago or if this is the present condition. So if you have those done, please just go to your 3D view. And
I
looks
got
like that.
some
Yes, okay.
where's my
Okay, yeah, I see what happened. Okay, so what happened here is you have a little line that went over here. Okay, now if it does this, we're just going to go here. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to click on this line and I'm going to delete it because didn't like something there. Looks like you may have drawn this wall. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line in here and just go from here. Right, and yeah, all right, just kind of fix that. All right. All right, that should be good. And all right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let you take over. Click the green check mark and tell me if that works.
yes,
Okay, and then very good. Then just go to your 3D view. Yes, sir.
it looks like my floor doesn't go. It's like it got a gap.
Okay, let me look at that. It may, because the thing is, depending upon. Yeah, what happened is when you did this, you picked the inside of the
Oh,
walls.
okay.
Okay, now I'll show you how to fix that. Okay, let me just kind of take over for a second here. I'll show you. So what you can do here, and can you kind of see me as I'm working on your screen here? Does that help? All right, let me just go to remote control. Okay, so right now, all right, so now at this point, now some of you may have seen this. I know that Jacob has right here, but you got that. You see it's kind of stepped in, and it's not terminal because we can fix that. What you can do is here in Revit, first of all, the thing I always do is I thin out the lines, like I talked about. You can thin your lines out. Now, once I've got that right there, I'm then going to, if I double click on the floor here, the floor does this, and I'm back to this. Now, there are these different tools over here in Revit that lets you do different things. And one of them is called a line. So if I go to a line here, I can click the outside, which is where I want the purple line to go. So I click here and tell the purple line to go there. I click here and tell the purple line to go there. So it's really easy. This is just called a line. AutoCAD does the same thing, but this is, understanding that we're going to make mistakes. We're able to go ahead and use this. It's called the Align tool. So you click on what you want, then you click on what you want to move, and that is how we're able to go ahead and kind of sharpen this up here, like that. All right, we have that. Then once we have that, I'm going to get out of here, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit modify, hit the green check mark, and we have a winner. And then we go ahead and hit the 3D there. All right, all better now, yeah. All right, let's see who else has an issue here. So let's see what else is going on here. Let me go ahead and let's go that one. Stop doing remote control. Okay, so Jakai looks like you're okay. Addison, you doing okay there?
Yeah, my floor is
Okay, let me take a look. Floor is okay. Let me just take a look, see what's going on here, and we will get you squared away here. So when you, oh, I see why. Okay, over here, you see this line right here? It doesn't like that. All right, so when I click on this, and yeah, you got a couple of those, and so you got a couple lines here that are extra. Okay, so when Revit sees that, it doesn't like it because it has to have things in a perfect closed loop. And if there's overlaps, it doesn't like that either. So that was an overlap condition. So now this is actually, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take this one, and we're going to go here and move that to there. And then I'm going to go here and go to, right there. All right, I'm going to go from here. What I have to do is I have to pick up this point right here. Okay. And go from there to there, like that. Okay, now I think we're good. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you the, okay. Addison, go ahead and hit the green check mark and tell me if that works. Okay, and then go ahead and take a look at your 3D view. Okay, looks good. Okay, think we're all set there. All right, looks good. Okay, good. So now that we've done that, we got the floor in place. Okay, so that's accomplished. So now, what have we done so far? We started this drawing by using a template. From there, we brought in an AutoCAD drawing. When we brought in the AutoCAD drawing, the first thing we did is we used that as a guide to place our window, to place our walls. After that, we placed the doors. Well, we did the exterior, then we did the interior. Then we placed the doors, then we placed the windows, then we placed the floor. Now, there's more. There's always more. So take a look at this in 3D. There's something else that you may have noticed. Let's go back to level one. When you go to level one, I've got this right here. I got the floor, but there's actually some plumbing fixtures in here. Now, I can't see the plumbing fixtures. They're actually hidden by my floor. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to hide the floor, and we're going to do this temporarily. So I'm going to show you a little trick here. So in this right here, click on the floor. It's going to turn blue. Click on the floor. It turns blue. Now, take a look at what I'm going to do here. On my screen down here, you see a pair of, do you guys see this pair of glasses down here? Okay, click on that. That's called temporary hide isolate. Click on that. And when you do this, one of the options shows up that says hide element. Click on hide element and you do that. And then you'll see over here, you'll see some plumbing fixtures. So go ahead and do that. All right. And if that didn't work for you, let me know. But it looks like you guys are all there. Okay, is there anybody that did not work for? Okay, we're all there then. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom into the bathroom. Bathroom's right here. Now, if you look carefully in the bathroom, you're going to see that there's a tub, there is a sink, and there is a toilet. It's a very tight bathroom. So I put this together, and then I realized, yeah, that's really impractical, but it gets the idea across. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put in a tub, we're going to put in a sink, and we're going to put in a toilet. Now, before we go any further, let me tell you something really interesting. When you're working in Revit, you're actually able not only to place these symbols right here, you can also run plumbing lines. You can actually run plumbing lines. You can actually run electricity. You can run HVAC lines. All this stuff is what happens. And let me tell you something else. People are looking for people who know how to do this because nobody wants to sit in an office and do this, okay? But it's a huge opening. If you want to do that right now, there's all kinds of openings. Actually, right now, I'm teaching my son Revit right now because he's in between jobs. And I'm telling this to Joe, learn how to do this stuff. So, and what that is called, actually, we're not going to get into this class. It's only a 2-credit class. I can't get there. However, I will tell you, if you simply go up here to Systems, if you go up to Systems and you take a look at it, there's all this cool stuff out there. You can actually, this is where you can drop in HVAC. This is where you can drop in air, like these right here, these air terminals. That's where you get those. The troffers, all this stuff. The outlets on the wall, thermostats, and then then you can actually go here and completely wire the whole thing back to a panel. It's really quite amazing. And so that's how deep this rabbit hole goes, and it just keeps on getting bigger every year. And so what happens, here's the other thing. One of these, that's called MEP, Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing. MEP. So if you want to make some money kind of quickly, learn Revit, learn how to do MEP. And if you can buy a book for like $70 that'll tell you exactly how to do this stuff, go through the exercises, tell one of these companies you know how to do MEP, and they will hire you because they're going to send you out of here with a roll of prints. Anyway, that's your choice. It's a thing you can do if you need money kind of quickly. Anyway, but the thing is, other than that, also, those kind of jobs, don't diss them. Don't dismiss jobs where you start just doing like a CAD jockey type thing or Revit jockey thing. I started doing that. It turned into, I have my own business. So that's what can happen. And then if you're stupid enough to go to the state of New York and try to start a business, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And the thing is, and I've done it, and it wasn't that bad. One thing, I will tell you this right now, this is actually true. When I first started working and got this business going, people heard about who we were because I told you we were up in Clayton, New York, up in the middle of nowhere where there's more cows than people, that kind of thing. And so we were up there, and I literally started this CAD shop in the middle of it was in an old motorcycle shop, and our neighbors were all Amish. Okay, I'm not making this up. And so we were doing CAD services for Fortune 100 companies in this little CAD place because I could hire people for a fraction of what people are getting in Manhattan, and we were doing what they were doing in Manhattan in the cornfield. Okay, so that's what we were doing. So anyway, the USDA hears about us, the United States Department of Agriculture, and since we're in a cornfield, they say, "Hey, we understand you're in a cornfield and you're doing this really high-end stuff. How would you like us to throw some money at you so you can buy some computers? How about $100,000?" Sure. And so they literally, I'm not making this up. I can show you the receipts. The United States Department of Agriculture gave us $100,000 to buy computers, to buy printers and scanners and all this crazy stuff, and we benefited greatly. So I might complain about New York a lot, but if you get a hold of the USDA, that's not a bad thing. So anyway, that's how that works. Yes, we were.
Okay.
And also, we had a double thing. We were actually literally in an area that was, as I said, the cornfields. But there's things called hub zones too. Yeah, so if you're in a hub zone, and I think part of Rochester is a hub zone. So if you're in a hub zone, or if you're like, there's a lot of things. If you're a woman-owned business, if you're a minority-owned business, if you're like a small business, if you're a veteran, all those things, there's all these monies in these. All you got to do is just talk to the right people, and there's money out there. And a few years later, they gave us another grant for $40,000. So again, I'm not making this up. Another 40,000. So this is out there. So anyway, and it definitely helps. Definitely helps people that are trying to, get on their feet. So now, where do we find these things? So what you do is you go out here. Remember we talked about component where we're in the classroom? Go to component. And when you go to component, well, if it asks you to save the project, which you probably will do right now, save your project. And oh, there it is right there. Okay, so I got this vanity attached. Do you guys see a vanity right now?
Yep.
Okay, the vanity is just what it says. And the way it works is, I think right now, if I'm seeing this right, yeah, I've got the back of it. I've got the back of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it right here, and I'm going to press my space bar. If you press your space bar, it'll rotate it like that. And then I want it to put it like that, just to kind of like place it. Just roughly place it along the wall, then press your escape key. Now, that should look about right. I might have done it backwards. I don't know. If it's backwards, then I'll change it. Sometimes I can't tell. But did you guys get that dropped in there?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at it. So to take a look at it, we go up here to the arrow next to our Monopoly house, and we choose the camera. And if you go to camera here, you can just go ahead and set up a camera here. I'm just going to take a look at that. And it should look something like that. And I put it in backwards. Blind leading the blind. I told you the wrong thing. So anyway, it looks like that. You might have got it right. But you can take a look at it, and then you can look at it in full living color and see that, whoop, I put it in backwards. Okay. So I go back to level 1, and I can just go ahead and take this, and I can just go ahead and press my space bar a couple times, and then I'll just go ahead and place it in the correct position. And then if I take a look at that, now we're in good shape right there. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, so your space bar will rotate. So now I have this vanity. It's actually got like a nice kind of fake marble top. So that is what you got there. Now that we've done that, we're going to go back to level 1. Everyone with me so far? Okay, now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to component again, and we're going to change over here. If we click right here, you can scroll down here, and you'll see you've got a tub. Can you see down here under most recently used types, you got tub and toilet? So grab the tub, and the tub just go ahead and touch this. You got to touch the wall right here, because again, it's hosted. So you just got to kind of tickle it in the corner there as best you can. And we'll do that. We'll drop it in there. And then that's there. And then might have to snug it up a little bit like that. I'm just using my arrow keys to move it. And then I will go ahead and put in my toilet. So the component, hit this drop down, and I'll grab my toilet. So the toilet goes in, and I'm going to just have my space bar like that. I'm going to drop it right there. And again, I know this is an obnoxious layout, and I put it in the wrong place. Wrong room. All right, so I put it in the right room. All right, so again, blind leading the blind. I've been up all day. What can I say? Okay, so we're here. No excuses. All right, so we do that. And so once you get that, you can kind of rearrange these things a little bit. And again, there are tools that you can use to align these, which we're going to be learning about. But the alignment tools, if you want to align these things, you can go up. You can go ahead and like select. Well, I'll just go to the alignment tools. So I'm going to go here. If you want to align them, just because I always get students that are like, I always get students that are always going. I'm trying to move this. I can't move it. All right, so that means, how do I get that out of the way? I don't know if I can move it. I don't think I can. All right, so I'm not going to worry about that for right now. So we've got that going on, and then we've got that in place. Let me take a look and see what you guys are doing here. All right, yeah, there you go. Okay, looks good, Tony. Yeah, take a look at the 3D view once you get there. Yes, looks good there, Jennifer. Yep, that's what you want to do. And yep, looks good there. Let's see here. Make sure Kanaya looks good and looking good. All right, so yeah, yes, okay, you guys are getting there. Perfect, perfect. Yep, yep. Yeah, that's it. And so you guys get the hang of it. And this is how you're able to place these things in there and make that all work. So that's all a good thing. All right, all right, all right. Okay, and that looks good, everyone. Any questions before we move along here? Okay, looks like you guys are doing great here. Very, very good. All right, now what you're going to do is once you've got those all placed, what you're going to do is you're going to go down here because our floor is hidden. Remember, we want to turn our floor back on. Now to do this, remember the floor is temporarily hidden. So go back down to the glasses. Go back down to the glasses. Click on temporary height isolate. Click on that, and click on reset temporary height isolate. Reset. And when you do that, you'll see your floor again. And then you can take a look at it in 3D. It looks like this. And then you can go ahead and then you kind of flip it and see this right here. And there's your bathroom in all of its very simple glory. But that's what you got right there. And then if you go to your 3D view, you can then see you got that there. And I put it in the wrong room because I was putting it in the wrong room. And I'll go ahead and put in a camera here just to take a look at it. And now I'm going to go here and go there. And that's really, really tight in. But if you zoom out a little bit, you'll see it all. So this is how this works. And this gets a lot more. We're going to be really pushing this quite a bit. But for right now, this gives us an idea as far as how this all goes together here. Okay, so there's your bathroom. We went ahead and did that. Again, very simple, but it gives us the idea of proof of concept. I'm really big. Yes, sir.
I can't see my camera.
Okay. You can't see your camera. Okay, to see your camera, okay, this is what you want to do.
Well, I got a place. It's just the snippet. It's just blank for me.
Yeah. Once you see it, okay. Let me show you. Because the reason why you're so close in. So let me show you. I'll do the same thing, and I'll show you how to. Please just look at my screen right now. I'll show you exactly what the problem is. So first of all, you click this drop down, and you got default 3D view, and you go to cameras. Click on camera, and when you do that, you're going to put your camera right inside your bathroom, just like this. Actually, let me show you a little trick here. I'll show you a little trick here, and then we'll take it from there. Just go ahead and put your camera in here. Put your camera here and just do that. And you're going to be looking at a wall. But we can tell the wall we don't want to see it. So just go ahead and you're going to do this. Just go ahead and pull these. See what I'm doing? I'm basically grabbing these little blue circles and pulling it out. Can you guys see that? Just pull it out. And then remember we can hide stuff. So click on this wall, and when you click on the wall, you can see the stuff behind it. Just right click and choose hide in view that element. And now you can see the bathroom. Does that make sense, you guys? Want to do it again? All right, who needs help with this?
It's still not.
Let me help you. Let me get you going because it's possible you have something else going on here. There have been some issues with. All right, let me go into here and let me check this out here. Okay.
Those are my two cameras.
Okay, let me check it out here. Let's see what's going on here. So let me take control and I'll go to here. Level. Okay, so we're there. Okay, now, all right, so you're looking at that. Yeah, so you're looking out that way, and that's fine. Let me just go ahead and move this out a little bit like this. I'm going to take this and move this all the way through like this. Okay, just like that. Now, once I've got that, what I want to do then is I'm going to then look at my view that I just had. I'm going to zoom out to here, and I'm just going to open this up a little bit because you're zoomed in way too much.
Oh, I got it.
You've always got to open it up. Always, always, always. I have to every time. Now, as I mentioned, if you click on this wall, what's behind the wall? See it? So then you right click and you go to hide and view that element. And there it is right there. And so what you did is just said, I want to look through this wall like I'm Superman. And you're able to do that. And so pretty cool. And then you do this and you change the style to that. Okay, who else needed a hand with that? Okay, let me go ahead and help you with that there. And we will get out there, make sure you're in good shape there. So let me stop looking at this one. And we will go out to here. Okay. All right. And so we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and take over here, and I'm going to take a look at this. And again, this as you guys are looking over my shoulder here, what I'm doing right here is I'm going here, and I'm just going ahead and opening this up. Now, once you open all this up, then what I do is I click on this wall. I don't this wall right here. So I click on that wall, and you can see the elements behind it. I'm going to right-click my mouse, hide in view this element, and then let you see the long view. It's like you're tearing a wall out, and you can just look at it right now. So you're just hiding temporarily. Yeah, Anna, you had a hand there? Okay, let me help you out there, and just get this squared away there. All right, and let's go ahead and we'll take a look at that. Go there. All right, Anna. Okay, so what we did there is yes, and again, what I'm showing you is a cheat code. I'm showing you a way to go ahead and see something that actually in real life you wouldn't see. But what we're doing is we're saying, okay, my customer wants to see what this bathroom looks like, and they need a little more room, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So I click on the wall here. We see the elements behind it. We right click, go to hide and view those elements, and it looks like that. And then once you got that, you're basically looking through the wall. It just gives you a little bit more liberty to understand what's actually going on there. Does that make sense, Anna? Okay. Oh, and this one needs to move. Reverse like that. Yeah, that goes against the wall. So do that. And you're good to go there. And there we have it. Okay. So we got that. Let me go ahead and just go ahead back to here. Okay, there. And then yes, so we're good to go there. Very good. All right. Anyone else have a question there? All good? I think we're all good now. All right, so let me just kind of hop out of here. Is this one mine? This one's mine. Yeah, just trying to keep track of all this. Did I here? Did I do that right? Let me release that. And I'm going to stop. Okay, there we go. All right, Andy, you should be able to go back to your Revit down at the bottom. I think I kind of jumped out of your screen. There you go. And then you can hit your escape key. All right, anyone have, okay, Addison, you doing okay there? Okay, looks good. All right, so for just so that I know we're on the right place, everyone please go here and let's just go ahead and take a look at this view and just go ahead and make it realistic. And just so I know we're on the same spot. And then if we're not on the same spot, I'll get us on the same spot. Okay. Okay. Okay, do you kind of need a hand with that? All right, let me kind of jump in there. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump over here and control. All right, and I'm going to just go ahead and click on this. I'm going to open this up. See what's going on. All right, and yeah, just got to grab these little green, these little blue handles. I'm going to click on this wall here. I'm going to click on that wall. I'm going to right click. We go to hide and view that element, just like that. Okay, and we got that. And I think that's everyone. That's everyone. Anyone else before I move on? I think we're good. Paul, we're going okay for you? Yeah, looks good. Looks good. All right, looks good, everybody. Save your work. So go up here and just save it. Paul, you're going to need to save yours with your last name and replace mine, okay? So to do this, you can go up here and go to File, Save As, your project, and the name of it is going to be Revit Floor Plan with your last name all in capitals. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Revit Floor Plan 1, space dash space with your last name. So that's what you want to do. So go ahead and do that. And so, Paul, you want to replace my name with your last name. And let's all do that, everybody. Let's get that saved. We're going to do one more thing before we leave this. Okay. Okay. So you want to make sure that's saved. Okay. Now that we have that, let's do this. Let's all go back to level 1. You go back to level 1 and you take a look at this right now. You have this whole thing put together. And what we're going to do right now is we are going to put on a roof. And so we put this roof on. What we're going to do is we're going to set it up as a gabled roof. Okay, now a roof can actually be a flat roof. We put a flat roof on before. Now we're going to put on a slope. We're going to do a gable. Let's all go to this view right now. Please, let's go here. And that's level 1. Okay. Okay, and if you're okay, one thing I'm going to show you right now is one thing we did is, okay, remember down here we used this temporary height isolate. Okay, if you still have this cyan or light blue or board around your screen, and I noticed that Amadou, you have that right now. So you want to go down here and you want to click on the glasses. So you want to click on the glasses and go to Reset Temporary Height Isolate right there, which is at the bottom. And when you do that, you'll then be able to see your floor again. So you should have that.
So I
Okay.
clicked something different.
I'm sorry?
I clicked, I didn't click the reset. I clicked
Yeah, you're
apply, hide, isolate to view. So how do I get for black?
just go back down there and click on and Reset Temporary Height Isolate.
It's all blocked out though.
Yeah, you will. It looks okay. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Okay, and we'll go there. All set? Okay, good. Yep. And so yeah, this is yes, sir. Paul, you have a question? All right, let me jump in there. Okay, so what? Okay, looks good to me. What's the question? I think so. You got it saved, and yeah, no, that looks good. Because that's what mine looks like. Here, let me get out of here just to show you just what mine looks like. And over here, what we got right here is it looks like that. So yeah, you look okay. I think you're seeing. You might see a little graphics that's different here, but that's not a big deal. Okay, I think we're all set. Okay, Jennifer, we all set there? Okay, okay. Am I behind you right now? Because I'm seeing that you're in an editing thing right now, or is your ribbon still that kind of celery green color, or is it white?
Last time, that's fine.
Okay, let me jump in.
Oh, here, there you go.
Yeah, let me jump in and see what's going on. And, okay, you're good to go. Okay. Okay. So we're saving our work and we're good to go here. And now we're going to do is now that we've done that, let's all get back to here. Let's all get to floor 1, everybody. Let's look out here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on our roof. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the roof in 2 different pieces. So to do this, go to level 2. Level 2 because the roof has to be on level 2. So double click on level 2 and it's going to look slightly different. It's going to look like this here. So click on level 2. Floor plan level 2. Okay. Okay, Anna, yeah, the way you set yours up is a little bit different because what you're actually seeing your information underneath there, which you don't need to see, but that's okay. I'm just we can take this for a second. And I can't really do that. So what we're gonna do here, you're fine. You're fine. This will work. Okay, yeah, let's just continue on. Okay, so now all we're gonna do here is we're going to put on a roof. Now here's how we're gonna do it. So everybody go over here to where it says click the arrow underneath roof. Click right there. And you'll notice there's a number of different choices. We did this before. We're going to use roof by footprint, which is pretty much what we want to use. So you want to click on roof by footprint and then stop. So you click on roof by footprint. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to make a roof for part of we're going to make it over the main part of the house, but not the porch. And then we're going to put another little roof in to the porch. And you'll see how this works in a second here. So let's see here. let's see here. We can probably do this pretty simply here. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. So let's go over here. Let's change our roof like this. Go here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take over your screens for a second. So let's just go ahead and close out. Click the red X to close out. And I'm going to show you how this works. Because once I show it to you, it's going to make a lot more sense. To try and get all 15 of you or whatever it is all at the same time is going to be kind of crazy. So just go ahead and sign out of there. I'm going to take over your screens. I'll show you how this works. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to show the teacher screen, my screen, to you all. And so we'll I'm going to go here. All right, try this again. And I'm going to show you guys my screen here. All right, and I'm going to do this now. Now, can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, now, here's what you do. Now, to do this, I'm going to get out of here, and the first thing I want to talk about is when you make a roof, you go to roof by footprint. Now, when you get into this, I'm going to define it in a top-down view. So I'm going to try this, and it's been a little while since I did this roof, but I'm going to try to make it as elegant as I can. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to change the roof here to be a wood rafter, 8 inches with asphalt shingle insulated, because that's more consistent with something that's residential. So we'll use that. Now over here, the level 2, that's right, room bounding, that's fine. So all this is good. Now it says define slope. Now here's how I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to change this to be have a 1 foot overhang, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to define a slope on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to define a slope on this other side. So over here, I'm going to do this a little differently here. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, let me do this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click here. I'm going to click there, like that. So those lines right there, they all are basically giving me a slope. Now, one thing I need to do here, I need to kind of patch these two lines together here. So I'm going to hit my escape key, and this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to click on this line, and I'm going to just drag this over till it touches this one, just like that. And you want to make sure they touch. If they don't touch, that's a little bit of a problem. So I've got that. So now that I got that, I went ahead and gave myself a couple slopes. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this again. I'm going to use this again. This is my pick walls. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to uncheck define slope. There's a reason why. Because a hip roof is the result if everything's sloped. So I'm going to go like that. Now, slope here and slope on these two pieces here, flat on the other sides. Now watch, I'm going to hit the green check mark, and it does this. Now that is the universal view of what a roof looks like when you cut it at a certain level. That's what that looks like. So I go to my 3D view, and I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see it, and that is the result. Okay, very, very normal looking roof like that. Okay, so I did that. Now the next thing I want to do is this, the front porch needs a roof. Okay, oh, by the way, you'll notice that there's something wrong here. We're going to fix that in a second here. Well, right now, let me put the rest of the roof on. So you're going to go back to level 2. Now we go back to level 2. I'm going to put another roof on the actual front section. So I go to roof again. And when I go to roof, I'm going to do the same thing I did before, thinking it through. I wanted to find a slope. I wanted to find a slope over on this side here and on this side here. However, what I don't want is I don't want a slope on the front. So I'm going to uncheck it here, and I'm going to go there. Now, once I've done that, I need to close this. You can never have a closed purple boundary. Never, never, never. So I have to close that up. So here, I have all these tools. This is pick walls. I can just draw a line. So go up here and choose draw a line. I'll just go line here and line to there. And that's all you have to do. Now it's complete. Let's see if it worked. I'll hit the green check mark, and it does that. Let's see if it worked for us. I go to 3D view, and boom, that looks pretty good. And that's how we do that. Now, the only thing it needs to do is it needs to join the other roof. Let me see if I can join that. So I'm going to go to here, and can I do a roof join here? Let me see. Go here. I'm going to click on the edge here, and click on the edge here, just like it. Yeah, it does. Okay, so you can then just, I clicked on the edge here, click the edge there, and it just does that. So it's kind of a cute little roof there. So now, last of all, what you want to do is you want to take your walls and you want to attach them up to the roof. So to do this, I'm going to click on this wall here. And when I click on this wall, Revit is always trying to figure out what you're trying to do. Do you see where it says here attach top or attach the base? We want to attach the top. So I'm going to click here. And what do I want to attach it to? The roof. Okay. Just like that. See that? So it does the thinking for you. So I'll go here again, attach the top. I'll go here, just like that. And you just, this does all the heavy lifting for you. It's really very elegant software as you go through here. Now that I've done all that, and I've shown you how that works, that is how you will put, now you're going to notice there's a little gap right there, which would drive you crazy. So you got to attach these two. So that's just how that works. And over here, you got another one. So that goes there. You attach this one, and we'll do that. And that is how that works right there. All right. And yeah, that's how we have that there, and we're good to go. Okay, so now that I've done that, just to be, let me get this one too. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of, kind of patching this up. Okay, let's try that again. Can I attach that? Okay, let's try that here, and I'll attach that right up to here. All right. Okay, so it's not, don't worry about that. If it's not doing that, don't worry about it. I can fix that later, but for right now, I'm just not worried about it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a roof that looks like that. Okay, so that's the next thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and back up as if I never did it. We're gonna do this together. Okay, so we're gonna do it step by step. Now that you know what we're doing, I'm gonna show you how this works, and we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and we're back to level 2. So we're on level 2. Now I'm going to give you your screens back. So I'm going to give your screens back, and then we're going to go ahead and put the roof on together. So I'm going to go ahead and stop showing my screen, and now here's what we're going to do. Now we're all on level 2. So here's what we're going to do. We go to architecture, and we go to roof, and go to roof by footprint. Roof by footprint. Now when we go to roof by footprint, the next thing we're going to do is over here we can choose the type of roof we want. This says basic roof generic 12 inches, which we could use, but just because we want to understand properties are there and we can change it, we'll click this little triangle here, and we'll go down to the bottom here. We'll use wood rafter 8-inch asphalt shingle insulated. So we want to use that. So we'll click on that, and now we're good to go. Now the next thing we want to do is up here at the top left, define slope is checked. That's what you want. So we'll leave it checked for right now. And we'll go here and change the overhang. The overhang is right here, and that's exactly what it is. If you don't put something here, the roof just kind of goes flush to the edge, and that's typically not what people do. There's usually an overhang. So you type in 1 for 1 foot. Okay, now that we've got that, do you guys see this right here, how this right here is highlighted? And if you hover your cursor over that, it says pick walls. Can you guys see that? Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. We're going to touch this wall and click it just like that. And you see the little triangle shows up. And then we're going to go ahead and touch it here and touch it here, just like that. So that's all we're going to do, just like that. And then just to kind of keep it easy to work with right here, but while we're doing this, just go ahead and you see this little blue circle here? You're going to go ahead and drag that. Just drag that little blue circle to touch the other one over there. Just do that. Just drag those two so they connect. That's all. That's just a very easy way to do that. Just drag that little blue circle so it connects the other purple line. Did that work for you guys? Yeah. Okay. So now that we have that, we have defined our slopes where we wanted them. Now we're going to define the edges that don't have a slope. So look here. I go here to define slope on the top left, and I uncheck it. I uncheck this. Then I'm going to go here and touch this. And I'm going to go over here and touch that. Once that's all together, we are good to go. And yeah, and as long as we're doing that, we'll just go ahead and finish it. So we went ahead and did that, so that's all good to go. Now, is everyone with me so far? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to touch this. Since we don't have a slope defined right now, click right here on this wall right there. Just go ahead and do that. And then we're going to put slopes on the porch. So this doesn't have a slope. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to define a slope one more time. Define a slope, which is right up here. You click this little box. You click on this wall here and that wall there. Now, that is exactly how we want it. The porch has slopes on the left and right, but the front is flat, and then the sides are flat, and there's slopes the other direction. Now, let's see if it works. Click the green check mark, and let's see what we get. And it should do this. Once it does that or doesn't, click your 3D, and now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and fix it as you go along here. So take a look at 3D. Let's see how close we came and see if we got any errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. So take a look at it 3D. Looks like everyone's getting there. Good, good, good.
I'm about to start.
Okay. Okay. Okay, looks good, you guys. And okay. All right. All right. Let me just kind of go through here. Addison, you need a hand there?
Yeah. Messed up.
All right. Yeah. Let me. Okay, I see what it is. All right. What's going on here? I'm seeing it really right now. What's happening there, Addison, is whenever you work with Revit, you cannot have overlapping lines, so that doesn't like that. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this line here. It's going to pull it over here like that. So we had that. So it didn't like that. And yeah, so let's see how we do here. Let's see if it likes it now. Hit the okay, we'll hit the green check mark, and we'll see how that came out. All right, and okay, yes, you have a winner there. Looks good. Okay, looks good. Okay, who else need a hand? Okay, Sierra, let's take a look at that. All right, and let me kind of take over here for a second here. We'll make sure it's all squared away because it's probably just a situation. Okay, looks like you got, okay, so you got part of it here. Let me just kind of get out of here. And yes, let me take a look at it in 3D, see what you have. All right, so you got the first part. Let's do the second part. So we'll go over here to level 2, and we'll do exactly the same thing I did because this is how I did it before. I'm going to go to roof by footprint, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a overhang. We'll touch it there, and then we're going to define a slope. We'll go here, and we'll go here, and then I need to draw a line over here so that they're connected over here like this, which is fine. We'll go there and go like that, and hit the green check mark. And does it like it? I think it. Nope, it doesn't. Doesn't. No, let's back that up because I did that wrong. So let me go ahead and fix that. This does not need a slope. So I'll do that, hit the green check mark. And then that should do. We'll hit the 3D, hit that, and we're going to go. Now, we have a little bit of, excuse me, let me just take a quick drink here because my throat's going away. Okay, we will fix the gaps. Don't worry about that. Let me see who else has an issue here. Okay, anyone else having an issue there? It looks pretty good. How are we doing here? Kanaya, how are we doing here?
I'm trying to figure it out. I have to figure it out.
Looks okay. Let me jump in here, and because you're getting close, I can see you got it. Let me just kind of jump in here. Okay, let me go here and let me just kind of see what we got going on in here. Let me just take over a second here, and okay, yeah, you got the first part. Looks great. And then all we're going to do here, and I did throw you guys a bit of a curveball here, but sometimes roofs require a little bit of customization, which we did here. Okay, I'm going to go here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a slope on this side and on this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that. So this does not define a slope. Excuse me. Then I go here. Been talking all day. Sorry. It's a long day. I also lecture twice today, so to my students, so that happens. Hit the green check mark, and we got that. Now I think we got a winner. And yeah, got that right there. Okay, then just go ahead and click your mouse to release it. I think that's everybody now. Let's see here. Anybody else have an issue there? I think you're good. Jakai, you doing okay there? Let me take a look. Okay, let's see what we got here. Then we just kind of take over here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, nothing there. Okay, we get out of there. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, so we'll go here, and what we're doing is we'll just go ahead. We'll go to roof, and roof by footprint, and we'll make sure this is 1 foot overhang, like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and touch that there, touch that there, touch that there. And then I have to connect these. because that actually is going to be one roof line. So go ahead and do that. And those are connected. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put another one on this side, another one on this side. Like, oh gosh, okay, all right, I see why. All right, I'm just going to do this a little bit differently. Gosh, okay. All right, let me try this. Okay. Ah, jeez, okay. All right, I got to fix something here. Yep. Okay. All right. Yep. This wall was built with one all with one wall, and that's not going to work. So we have to back that up. Okay. How do we do this? All right. So all right. Okay. Hold on a second here. Let's see if that'll work. All right. All right. Okay. What happened, Jakai, is what happened is when you drew the walls, you had one wall that actually extended into the interior, and so that's why your roof was not working. So I just had to back that off. Which, and you guys will know how to do this in time. It's just right now, it's we're at the beginning stages. So I go over here, go to 3D. Okay, we go there, and that looks good. Okay, good. Right now, that looks great. That looks great. Okay, good. So we're good to go there. I think everyone's all set now. Has anyone got the same condition that I've got where as you take a look at it, the roof might not be connected? Anyone have an unconnected roof?
Yeah.
Okay, to connect the roof, let's look at the 3D view and have it look like this, okay? If your roof is not connected, if your roof is connected, mine already is connected, you don't have to do this. If your roof is not, then follow these steps. This is what you want to do. You want to go ahead and click on this part of the roof. Let me see that. Let me try that again. Now mine's already connected, so I can't do it. So let me just do you guys take you guys one at a time. All right, so let me take a look here. Jennifer, let me jump in there. And this is what you want to do because I can't display it right now, and I can't really explain it. So I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go here. When you have this roof selected, you can go to what's called roof join. Now go ahead and click on the edge here, and click on the edge there. Then it joins the roof together, just like that. And then go ahead and save it there, Jennifer. And then who else has that condition? Was that Jacob?
Yeah.
All right. Kanaya, you got that too. Let me help you there, Kanaya. So, all right. Kanaya, looks like your system is basically you didn't do anything wrong. It's just basically you got to make consistent colors because the graphics card is not supporting this. So what we were going to do is click on this roof here, and I'm going to go here and join the roof. So I'm going to click here and click on there, and those are now joined. Okay, and then you are good to go. And then let's see here. Who else has that condition?
It's not letting me actually join. Keep it.
All right, let me take a look. Okay, let me go here. All right, see why that is. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, so over there. Actually,
Should I just do it?
yep, it just did it.
Okay.
It just did it. Sometimes it gives you these kind of conflicting messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, and okay, looks like everyone's got that. Yeah, okay, save your work, everybody. Save your work. So save your work. To do this, go up here and click the floppy disk. Okay, now, what we want to do is we want to connect the walls to the roof. We'll connect the walls to the roof. Now, I'm going to show you a really cool way to do this. So zoom out a little bit here. I'll show you a very cool way to do it. And this is how you do it. Now, please look at my screen. I'm going to show you exactly how. Actually, I'm going to take your screens over for a minute here. Just let me show you how this works. Okay, so just hold on. I'm going to show you something here. It's going to be painless, and I'm going to show you how this works. All right, now I'm going to. Okay, try this again. All right. Okay, try this again. All right. Okay, I'm going to do this now. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to do. So it looks like this. Now, what I want to do is I want to attach all of these walls up to my roof. So here's what you do. If I hover my cursor over one of the walls, here's a cool thing about Revit. I've hovered the cursor over one of the walls. My hand is off the mouse. The actual walls are now highlighted in blue. I press my tab key. Now watch this. I press my tab key. When I press my tab key, all of the walls get selected. This is a really cool thing that Revit does. Once they're all selected, I'm going to click. And now they're all selected and ready to be edited. Now I can go over to attach top, click here, and then what do I want to attach them to? I want to attach them right to here. So I click on that and boom, they all attach at once. Very seamless, and it takes care of all that in one fell swoop. Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys through that step. So here's how we're going to do it. So we're all going to take a look at our project just like mine. All right, let me go here and I'm going to show you how to do that because this is actually worth the price of admission right here. You know how to do this, it makes life really, really, really easy. Okay, now you've all got your screens back now, right? Okay, now here's what you're going to do. Please do exactly what I do. Now, here's what you're going to do. Hover your cursor over one of the walls. Doesn't matter which, just hover it. Don't click. When you're hovering, it's going to be outlined in blue and a little tag will show up momentarily. Now, then what you're going to do is press your tab key. When you press your tab key, you'll see this. You guys see that now? All right, now click your mouse and they'll all turn blue. When you click your mouse, they all turn blue. Now, you're going to go up here to attach top. We want to attach the top to the roof. So you click on attach top and click on the roof, and then all of the walls connect just like that. Press your escape key so you can see it, and you should be good to go. Then save your work. And that's about all we're going to do here, I think. What's that?
Bless you.
That work? God bless you, yes. Okay, all right. All right, let's get this going here. All right, yeah, you're back into finding your roof. So what's happening right now is somehow that happens. Let's go ahead and get out of there. Yes. Okay, let's back up a step or two. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can't do your undo and redo from here, so okay. Okay, so we'll just draw it again, and we'll go here, and I'll just draw your roof again, and we'll do that again. Not sure where that went to. You just disappeared, right? Okay, yep, okay, that, all right. All right, okay, we're doing this. Okay, so that's all going there. Okay, so we'll just do that real quick, and so we'll go roof, and we'll go to roof by footprint. Do the same thing, which is actually going over here, and we're going to make the overhang of 1 foot. And we're going to go ahead and change this so that it's right here. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go here and do what we did before. So go right around here and here and here, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and going to click on this and drag it over there. And then I'm going to touch it here and touch it here. And now you're okay. And your floor moved. Okay, we'll have to fix that too. And we will go ahead and we will continue. So I'm going to check define slope. Now we'll go there. And let's see. Then we're going to go ahead and touch this and touch that. Okay, good. Now once we got it there, it should work. We'll hit the green check mark. I think we're good to go. We go there and we're good to go. And now we're going to touch it right there. Tab key, click. We go ahead and go up here and do that. Okay, so we're good to go. Okay, so now that we've done that, I do see the floor looks like it's shifting here. So let me just make sure the floor is where it should be. And it is, is that not? Okay, all right, here. Okay, that should be good. And we'll go here, and we are good to go. Okay, looks like we're all set there. And yeah, okay. Looks like you guys are all set. Okay, Addison, we doing okay there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. What's going on?
Okay, all right. There's that. All right, well, we'll just make another one. And you want to hear? That's the thing in Revit, just like, you know what, this isn't working. Have a good night. Yeah, we're wrapping up in a minute here, guys. Thanks for your patience. You guys are doing great. It's been a lot to learn. A lot to learn. And so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put in a camera. So I'm going to go right here, hit this drop down. I'm going to go to camera. When I use my camera, I'm going to go and put a camera here. I'm going to look here. So I'm obviously looking through a wall. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to just open this up. And I can see that, yeah, I'm looking right at a wall. Okay. Now, that is not terribly helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this wall, right click, and go to hide in view this element, and then we're going to go there. So that is how the process goes, and then at that point we are looking good. So that's how we're able to do that. Okay, looks good, everybody. So that's it. So here's what we're going to do. Let's all save our work. What's that? Question? Yeah. How do you do what? What you would do is that is okay. What we'll do is you could actually what you would do here is you would go. I'll just do a quick thing here. All right. All right. Yeah, so that's for your 3D view. That's all you need right there. Okay. All right, good. And then, okay, let's do this. We're going to hand this in now. So to do this, you're going to make sure, again, please make sure you're saving your work. Always make sure you're saving your work. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hand this in. Now to hand this in, this one is actually going to go, so you go to Brightspace. You go out here to Brightspace, and not there, but here. And when you go to Brightspace, out to here, we're going to go to Brightspace, and this is where this particular project is. We're going to go here, and we're going to go here. This is actually under Revit Basics. It's under Revit Basics, and you got it right here. This one is called the Revit Floor Plan 1. Okay, so you go here to Revit Floor Plan 1, and you're going to name it, as it shows here, Revit Floor Plan 1 with your last name. So you're going to click Revit Floor Plan 1 right there, and then you're going to go here and add attachments. So you add attachments, you click here, and you find your actual file. In this case, and do not load the file with numbers behind it. You see how mine says Brennan 8001. Look at the dates here. You might be able to see this, but these all say 6/37 from February 3rd. And then if you go down here, you'll see this right here, which is wait, where's today's date? Revit Floor Plan 1. Let me see the most recent one here. I'm not seeing. I guess well. In any case, you go ahead and what you do is you grab the one without the numbers. The numbers are actually backups. So you're going to grab the one and you're going to hit open. Make sure you get the most recent one, and then you go ahead and do that. At that point, you are good to go, and that is it. As a matter of fact, what you want to do, if you close out of here, file close, I think it's going to actually give you the date when you go to Brightspace. So I'll try that again. Attachment, see if it does that. Upload, and then not still giving me the wrong number. That's okay. I don't have to worry about it. I know it's the most recent one. So just put that in there, and that will do. and then we are good to go. So that's all we're going to do tonight. We're actually right there at 6:30ish, and so we're going to stop there. And so once you've handed that in, that's all we're going to do for tonight. Not really enough time to get into the next thing. Took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to get this done. That happens some nights, and we're going to leave it there. But it's all recorded, so if some of this you need to go back over, we can do this. And that's it. So again, thanks for your patience, and I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, and so next Tuesday. So have a good night, everybody. And again, appreciate you guys all showing up and being so vigilant and going through this stuff. And if something didn't quite work for you, don't worry about it. These hiccups happen. You're gonna get more familiar with it, and that's gonna be fine. So it's all good.
Not seeing the file.
What's that?
Not seeing the file.
Okay, let me set up. I can see that. Yep. All right. So let me see what we got going on here. Okay. And all right. All right. So looking at it, Paul. Okay. And okay. Did you click on uploads? Did you click on upload there? Right. And then you want to go to your desktop. Okay. You must have saved it someplace else. Go to your downloads. Okay, go to documents. Okay, go to OneDrive. All right, well, let's find out where you saved it. Here's the thing: if that ever happens, let me just kind of take over a second here. If that ever happens, this is what I always do. I just go right back to the last thing I did, which is over here. All right, and what you're going to do is you go to File, and you go to Save As, and you go to Project, and you just want to. Oh, I don't know why it saved it there. I have no idea why it saved it there. But anyway, you want to go to desktop, and you're going to save it right out here, and we're going to go here. Do you gotta get back out here? All right, let me get on your way here. We'll go ahead and save that. Hit go there, and we'll go ahead and save. And we are good to go. Yeah, it's saved to some kind of weird backup folder, so that no wonder you couldn't find it. So let's make sure we can upload this before we get out of here. And we'll go here and let's see here. So we're there and let's see here. Where are we? Here. Okay, and you want to be. Where is it? Oh, you're using Chrome. Okay, that'll do it. And so we're here and upload. We'll go to desktop and we will be in business here. And Revit floor plan 1, Ron Rodriguez. You're good to go. Hit open. Boom. And you're in. Okay. So yeah, so I don't know why it saved it there, but it did. But you're good to go now. Make sure that that file there, I just pulled it down to your desktop, and it's been sent to me. What I would do now is just go to your email and just send it to yourself so you know you got a copy. Okay. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. What's that? Okay. All right. How we doing there, Kay? You fixed them all. All right. Yeah. 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 All right. Are these pretty easy to use? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know who raised them.
Yeah.
Like so high. Like it should never.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well.
So anyway, this one got a stuff. This one is, I have no idea who pulled both of the 2x4s. So the tube is out and this one is tube being fired, I think it's out. the same thing they do. This is somebody who doesn't know this. You don't need to do anything. All you just push it. It comes out very easy. So someone who doesn't know, pull it. So when you pull it, if you probably know, and you won't go back in it.
You know, have you talked to Josh? Have you talked to Josh Denny?
Where, yeah,
Yeah. Because he can help you with this stuff. He's
no,
pretty,
he doesn't.
he just help you.
Don't know this software. Most of the professors, they don't know how to repair it. I don't know, but there
This looks
is,
great.
no, this one failed.
Oh,
We
you
printed this,
Oh,
but
failed?
the 1, 2, 3 is okay. Your chef, the chef, and this one, it is not very good.
So this
But
is-
I'm printing second time, so you got the chef. I think the way that he designed it, it's too small. But
Yeah.
fortunately, I
Okay, well, that's what it is.
So whatever that is, this I don't know. The last person who put it,
Design something, she's pretty.
yeah, the last person who did it, it's the same thing. So I think somebody used a brittle, very brittle,
Yeah.
filament.
Yeah. Oh, you want to show, what are you doing for the open house? What did you make for the open house?
Oh, I already made it.
You want to show that to her? Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it says, yeah, well, here's another thing right here. So my student, what he did is he designed this. You can see this right here. It's got these pieces of a robot. So you've got like, you've got a couple arms, a head, a spindle for the arms,
This
and
is
then
what's making.
yes, maybe in there. Now this one's over here failed. So,
only 2 parts.
so 2 parts failed.
Not the arms.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So the yeah, so that kind of comes together.
That is so.
Isn't that cool? So it actually builds it out of nothing. It's like so you can see little pieces right here. That's a little robot body. Yeah. So it's like one there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Very good. Yeah, these things.
I don't know. I'm only 3 to 5 grades a time.
What's that?
3 to 5 grades a time.
Okay. Yeah.
To put it into that. We can do it by our own mind. It's like, I try to tape it, but it's a mistake. So there's close.
Oh, hey, do you want to show me? Let me just look at
This
the.
is completely out. I saw it.
Yeah, every night.
So,
Okay.
I'm glad 3 is up, so.
Let me ask you a question because we talked about the math stuff again, and you
Yeah,
need.
like going to just send us the roster, and I'm going to send them the registration. They have
Okay.
all the age. So we're
Okay.
going to fill
You
it out
just
with
need-
it.
you
The
just need the
audience, this one.
Okay.
And I'm tired of that thing. Like, that's an extra job without getting paid anything.
Yeah. No,
I'm
they-
tired. Like, really.
Oh.
I was like, I wanted that software, mathematics software, and they never approve it.
Okay.
And I ended up writing the entire book,
Okay.
all 3 of it, because we can't afford to buy different workbook.
Okay.
Times 95 students. We don't have that money.
Okay.
You have to buy statistics. You have to buy calculus. You have to that. We'd be dead.
Yeah.
So I write everything and put them all together. We're going with our workbook. I mean, it
Okay.
doesn't make sense with this ADA people. And I
Okay.
don't know what it is so important for them to put like transcript,
Okay.
and then what was it? And then a caption for the picture, and then the heading got to be like 16 point. But that doesn't make sense. The most important thing is the content of what you get,
Mhm.
not how the website look like.
Right. Right.
I mean, don't you think that sounds wrong?
Yeah.
And they just wasted all of our time, and somebody me got a feeling because nobody's doing no job except me.
Yeah.
James won't write anything at all, and me and the mathematics department head, he gave me material and I do workbook. I got a little bit of money from the workbook, but it's like just a whole load of work to do in winter break.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if they approve the software, then all the students just do it on the software.
We don't have to do manually.
Yeah. So you just need me to email you the roster.
Yeah, the roster, and we will filter.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do this right now. I will
Oh,
send it
yeah.
to you because
Already got from everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We'll get this over by April.
Yeah.
Now I do report and that's it. Oh my gosh.
All right. Yeah.
That's why nobody want to do grant.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just download this.
You get some name, but then a whole load of work.
Yeah. All right. Let me go ahead and name
Anyways, this is our robot. See, now,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a perfect GD&T.
Do you guys make
Not
this?
like, of course. And then we put
Really?
them together. We're teaching them so they have to
Wow.
maintain
Really?
the motion.
No kidding.
this
Wow.
was a-
Wow. This is amazing.
Last year, but they're gonna be able to do GD&T.
So you just snap it together?
They can shape. They can make the shape like you're doing right now, right, with the house.
No kidding.
So they can do the shape, but here this one failed last year.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this supposed to be moving, but she can't do it.
Wow.
Of course,
This is amazing, Kate.
yeah.
Wow.
How flexible it
Do
is.
you have another one of these?
We have the cat, yes.
All
We
right.
print
Wow.
as much as we want. Because I print it with my
Did you
my
design this?
yeah, we design all of it. I have other stuff too. So
Wow.
anyways, this is not PLA. This is a different plastic.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah, this
it's
one is
cleaner.
just also the
This is a cleaner.
cleaner plastic. So anyway, so
Wow.
see, like my student, it can't move. So yeah, they have to learn
So
how
this
to
just
move.
snaps together.
They snap all together. So you can break it
Wow.
and put it back in.
Wow. Huh.
Teaching them to be able to do that.
Yeah.
No, I become a zombie in this room.
Wow.
Waiting.
Do you just need the
I don't know. Maybe
do you need the
I
class
think,
name or the class
no,
number?
I suspect maybe it's a janitor. Janitor is the only people who have all the keys to all the room.
All right.
maybe
There's another
friends.
class coming in a minute.
Hmm?
There's another class coming in this room.
Yeah, I don't know, but I got to safeguard this. So they need it tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where
All right.
I gotta
So
go.
you're printing up stuff for the open house.
Yes, I
Okay.
stuck up here because all the printers were broke. I don't know who did it. We totally calibrated before we go to winter break. So this been done during the winter break. Somebody break shit.
Someone came in.
Yeah. So we don't have, and I think I'm talking to the police department to put an official instead of the surveillance camera, official camera that we can be able to see, with the on demand.
Okay.
So this is beyond except like we can just repair all the time, like.
Excuse me. All right. Let me get my roster sent to you. Okay.
So we want this Unitree robot.
What's that?
Humanoid. Unitree is about $13,000. I'm trying to apply a grant to get. I would get a Unitree robot, a humanoid with $13,000. Then this MedBridge $25,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. If they
No.
give me money, I'll be doing something substantial.
All right. I just sent that to you.
So the student can be able to design, because we have capability to make our own robot. We have a design department. We have over there automation and electronics. All you have to do is just come together
Mm-hmm.
to build one.
Yeah.
To get think about how it's gonna make the school popular, like MCC robot thing.
Yeah. Well, over here, they're building right now. It's a lot of it's optics,
Mhm.
and
Optics is not mechanical. We're on the mechanical side. So.
right.
But that is what we're supposed to be doing now.
Yeah. Who actually did the design of that?
I did.
You did it.
Mhm.
Really? What
Mhm.
what program did you use?
This is come with a printer.
Oh, it just came with the printer.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
gotcha.
only have
So,
to change it a little bit.
all right.
They have like a little bit different one, but then you have to tweak it a little bit.
All right.
The dummy one won't move.
Okay.
So you can take the part, but you have to change the dimension of it.
Now, did this come with these
I even
Creality?
sell this one on Amazon.
Okay, did this come from the Creality
No, from bamboo.
from Bamboo?
I have bamboo
Yeah, Bamboo. Okay.
at home.
Yeah,
I can come here to print, so I have my own.
yeah.
I
So
use bamboo,
it is.
but they chose Creality because they'll never listen to me. He only listened to the high school teachers. So all the high school teachers have a K2.
All
So
right.
he ordered the same thing. I said,
All right. Right.
get bamboo,
I gotta get one for myself.
Get Bamboo.
Which model
bamboo.
do you have?
That is bamboo.
But aren't there
If you can do A2, I have only A2, but it's so good. You can get something more. Yeah.
how much do they cost?
A2 is only like $1,200, but right now you have about $700.
Okay, all right,
A1 is even cheaper, $300.
all right.
But it prints so much better than this one.
Wow, really?
Way better than Prusa.
All right, all right. Well, listen,
Prusa breaks all the time. I don't know why. We have to like fix it every semester.
that's what we just ordered for our plate.
But I think K2 is good, but I think we're facing attacker. You know what I'm